How easy is it to migrate from AEM 6.5 to AEM Cloud? Okay, migrating from AEM 6.5 to AEM as a cloud service is a significant undertaking. Adobe themselves call it a migration rather than an upgrade, and for good reason. The biggest challenges are around the immutable repository structure, strict code quality gates, and the loss of OS level access. In 6.5, developers often blur the line between code and content in the repository or rely on custom run modes for environment configuration. All of that needs to be refactored for AEM as a cloud service. My approach would start with Adobe's best practices analyzer. It scans the existing code base and content repository and gives you a detailed report of every incompatibility. That report becomes your migration backlog. Without that step, you are working blind, and gives you a detailed report of every incompatible. From there, it is a phased effort. So first using Adobe's best practices analyzer, and then it becomes a phased effort such as refactor the code to pass cloud manager quality gates, migrate the oak index definitions away from Lucene, restructure the project layout using the repository modernizer, and then handle content migration using Adobe's content transfer tool. The content migration piece is particularly okay. So I was talking about the phased effort, refactor the code to pass Cloud Manager quality gates, migrate the oak index definitions away from Lucene, restructure the project layout using the repository modernizer, and then handle content migration using Adobe's content transfer tool in cycles. So basically, so far Adobe best practices analyzer, we are saying about the repository modernizer and Adobe's content transfer tool in cycle. The content migration piece is particularly important to plan carefully on large sites. You typically do a bulk migration first, then delta migration closer to go live to catch content that changed during the migration window. In my experience, the technical refactoring is manageable. The harder part is change management, because authors and developers both have to adjust to a new way of working. The continuous update model of AEM as a cloud service means you can never let your code base get too far behind best practices, which is actually a discipline I think is healthy in the long run. A realistic timeline for an enterprise mitigation is 3 to 9 months, depending on the complexity of the code base and the volume of content.